not ready, he can financially support your child, but he's not going to be a father to your child. You will get the money, but you will not get a father. Are you looking for a father or are you looking for charity?
Oh.
So are you guys trying to tell me you will force a man to be a father so they can damage your child because you want to be right? Because you want to put him on the paper?
The first question I have tonight, I want to start with something that is quite controversial, that has been controversial for some time. And this is abortion, okay? Who decides? The man, the woman, or the both of them? I need your responses. Who decides abortion? Yeah, you can give her the mic. Man, the woman, or both parties? I need my ushers in the room with the microphones, please. I need the ushers in the room with the microphones to go around, please. All right, okay, go ahead.
I think the woman does because the baby...
You need to speak louder.
The woman does because the baby resides in the body.
So she does. Okay,
does.
So I'm your boyfriend. I got you pregnant. You come to me and you say, Bolade, I'm pregnant. And I say to you, I do not want to have that kid. I'm not ready for a child. But because you just said she decides, should he be responsible for the upkeep of the child? Yes or no?
Yes, because it took two parties to make that baby.
But it's one person's decision to bring the child to life.
Tough shit, that's for you. But it took... No.
So you can decide for both parties.
Because it's my body. So you can...
Okay, but it's my pocket.
No, if you don't want to partake...
But it's my pocket.
But if you don't want
Ushers,
to partake,
I hope you guys are seeing people raising their hands.
If you don't want to partake, that's on you. However, the state requires you to partake.
But is that fair? Now, there is a battle for the state.
Speak to your legislature. Tell them to change it.
Well, the legislation can also... Okay, so we're asking the legislation to change that. If I got you pregnant, regardless of my decision, I'm also still responsible for the child, right?
Yes, correct.
Okay, but then now the battle in the state that, abortion, pro-choice, life. But the question I'm really asking is, if I told you that I do not want to have this child, but you go ahead and have the child based on your decision, why am I liable?
What if the woman has medical conditions like PCOS, she doesn't really have the opportunity to maybe get pregnant another time. So having to abort that child because you don't want it is unfair to the lady. So I'm sorry.
And it's not fair to the guy?
Sucks for the guy.
Sucks for the guy. Okay, thank you. Okay, let's come here. Does anybody have a mic here? Does anybody have a mic here? Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so I'm going to say it's both of their decisions.
Can you move your mic closer so we can hear you? Thank you.
I'm going to say it's both of their decisions. However, your decision comes at the start of it. So if you didn't want a baby, don't have unprotected sex. That's your decision. That's when you get to make your decision. When it becomes her body and her carrying it, then you trusted her with that decision because you slept with her without a condom. So now that's her decision. You gave her that power.
So I have a challenge to that.
Can I jump in?
So one quick, I'm so sorry. I have a challenge to that. What's your name, madam? Jamie. Jamie? Jamie? Okay, that's Jamie. So Jamie, now you said that the responsibility was on me at the start.
That's where you get to have your decision. That's where you get to have your say.
So in the entire process, right? You did not decide to use contraceptive. After we had sex and I came inside you. You still went ahead to keep it. You did not use contraceptive. Right. Now, I did not use the condom, but you also did not use Plan B.
Absolutely.
So are we not? Is the decision not? Is it not cancelled? You did not use Plan B. Neither did I use condom. So why now is my decision? Is my decision limited to the start of the whole process? Why can't I further have a decision when you decide to not Plan B and then get baby? Okay, all right. I'm so sorry. I want to come here. Somebody has a mic on here. Somebody has a mic. Go ahead.
Hello. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Hello. Is the mic on?
It's on. Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna take a deep breath because this is a lot. Okay, so to piggyback off what you said, why should you be held liable when
she or the person that you impregnated didn't use Plan B, so there's a lot of conversation before the actual the part of sex. So had you guys talked about birth control and Plan B and what would happen if you happen to not use a condom? Because I'm sure when you decided not to use a condom, it was a mutual agreement. You just didn't take the condom off or not use a condom without her knowing. So it was a mutual agreement at the time that the intercourse was had. And there was a probability that you may come inside of her and impregnate her. So now a conversation comes later when she now wants to have a baby because maybe she's had issues of fibroids or infertility, and now she can actually have a baby. And maybe you're not mature enough to take on that responsibility. So now you're being selfish and you don't want to have a child. So then she goes ahead and decides this is the child she wants to have. And you said a conversation earlier when if the person consulted you and you said you didn't want to have it,
Correct.
so why should you be liable?
Correct.
There are a lot of men that proceed with the action of being involved. And then the baby is conceived, the baby comes and they choose not to. Regardless of whether you are involved or not, the mother is always responsible for her child.
Okay. All right. Thank you. I appreciate that. Anybody with a microphone on this side?
Yes.
Anybody? Okay, go ahead.
Hi everyone. My name is Jane. Nice to meet you guys. I just wanted to bring in maybe some of you share the same perspective that I have. So obviously the question you're asking is dependent on the nature of the relationship. So in regards to abortion and what you asked, I think the conversation or what I think matters is everybody's character and value. So in the conversation of like, okay, does the man have a say? If you're in a committed relationship, if this is someone, whether it's your friends with benefits or you're in more than that, the conversation should be had with two parties who are grown adults who made the decision to have sex. And like the lovely lady who brought the point up, everybody needs to do their part in that conversation. And if you're not prepared to be responsible, you should not be acting recklessly. I'm not going to tell you not to have sex, but that's the reality. Because I feel like when people bring up the perspective of, well, I didn't want the baby, so the abortion's on you, it's like you're trying to, and I'm not saying this about you, but you're trying to, like you're just trying to have a reaction, and it's not a genuine response in the conversation of abortion. Because at the end of the day, if a man doesn't want to be responsible for it, that's on him and that's his character.
Okay. Thank you so much. Let me say something real quick, and I'm going to come back to this side of the room to see if anybody has a microphone. Here's the challenge I have with the concept here, and a lot of women might not like this. Okay, said tonight is going to be a night where we would discuss contentious topics. So here's the thing: I do not want the baby. Yes, I should use the condom. You do not want the baby. You should have used Plan B. Hold up. I understand, but I'm making a point here. Just give me 1 second. So the both of you made a mistake at the start, right? Let's agree you mistake. He came. He came. Okay. All right. And then 3 days later, she did not use the Plan B. And then she finds out about a week later that, oh, shoot. Or 2 weeks later, sorry, that she's pregnant. Okay. Now she's pregnant and she is scared. Now, let me peer into the mindset of a woman that is pregnant, is not married, she's unsure of her health, she is scared that she's going to be bringing a life to the world, she is worried about the complications, how it's going to change her body, all of the different things. Let me step on this side. Let's peer into the mindset of a man that is being told that in 9 months, he's to be a father. He's going to bring your child to this life. He's not ready for a child. He's probably not even ready for himself. Now, we have two mindsets. But what you're saying is his mindset or his challenge or reason for wanting to have a child is negated because she is a woman and she's carrying the baby. Okay, because it's not his body. Okay, so now she says, I am going to have the child, period. Right? Fine. Should he be responsible for the decision she has solely made? That is the question. I know I'm picking up some nerves. I'm going to come here real quick. Go ahead, Katori.
So I know y'all are probably tired of hearing me talk. I'm sorry. But for some women, I'm sorry, I have an opposing view, but hopefully y'all can understand. And I've always gone through the process of saying, like, I've been on birth control since I was a teenager, right? And I've always had the mindset of, if I'm going to go through and have unprotected sex with a person, forget whatever these niggas is doing. I need to be able to provide for my child myself, by myself. So if I get pregnant and I decide I'm going to keep it, my mindset is how am I financially? Can I take care of this baby? Where are we going to live? Can I support them? Diapers are expensive. I don't care about what a man can do because it's about me. It's my child. I have to carry it. And if a guy comes to you and says, oh, I don't want to have a kid, why are y'all pressing them to be a dad? They already told you they didn't want to do it. So y'all trying to make them do something that they don't want to do.
Okay. So, go ahead, Rabo, right here. Go on.
Okay. Hi. I've been trying to speak this whole time.
Go on.
I'm with sister girl over there. First of all, let's just get this straight, right? Let's say you had sex, okay, you used a condom, it broke. Oops. Right? It's nobody's fault, okay? You are not, you tried your birth control, it didn't work. Oops. Right? He's not ready. If he's not ready, he can financially support your child, but he's not going to be a father to your child. You will get the money, but you will not get a father. Are you looking for a father or are you looking for charity? When you're a woman and you find out that you're pregnant, it's your body. Wait, hold up. It's your body. It's your choice. You make that decision. Ask yourself, can I take care of my child by myself without my sperm donor? Right? Because if he says, I'm not going to be a father, he's going to damage your child mentally. Okay? He's going to be an absent father. You get a daughter, and the daughter has an absent father. So are you guys trying to tell me you will force a man to be a father so they can damage your child because you want to be right? Because you want to put him on the paper? No. As a woman, I am pro-choice. When I get into a relationship with a man, I tell a man from the word go, okay? So, I'm pro-choice, but I'll never abort. Because I know who I am. If I fall pregnant, I'll take the responsibility. You tell me, if you're going to come inside me, if you're going to make a baby with me, you're going to be a father. If you're not going to be a father,
So, last person on this, real quick, on this side. Wait, did I get some? Oh, yeah, I did someone on this side. One person on here, real quick. Wait, actually, I got someone on this side, so I should be coming to this side. Sorry. Right here. Okay, she's not speaking? All right, so there's one person here. Go ahead. Do you have the microphone? Whoever has the microphone should speak. Was her? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not moderating the microphones. Go ahead, speak. So can you speak louder and to the microphone?
Yeah, two things in my 30 seconds. That if we can say that a man walking away from his responsibility of a fatherhood speaks negatively to his character, then I would think we could do the same for a woman that's absolving herself from the responsibility of a child through abortion. And I think the decision for a woman...
Wait. You went too quick. Some people didn't, at the back over there, they didn't get that. Okay. Can you try that again? Can you try that again? You're about to break heads right now. You're about to scatter tables now. Please listen attentively. He's about to scatter tables. Please tell us your name and tell us your address because people are coming to find you. All right, go on.
My name is anonymous. And I'm saying that if we're going to say that a man walking away from his child speaks negatively to his character, then why can't we say the same for women who are walking away from the responsibility of being a mother through abortion? If you're going to go that route. And the second thing is that the second thing I wanted to say that there's too much statistics on the damage that comes from being a child coming from a single parent home. So if you're deciding to have a child and say that it's your child by yourself, you're setting your child up for failure.
Okay. Wow. A round of applause for him. Now, I have one more person here, and then I'm going to go to the next conversation. Mo, please come.
It's another situation where we're talking about individuals instead of abroad. So here we go again. We're talking as individuals instead of talking abroad. Because if a woman is raped, she's not going to have that child. Okay, so you're talking individually. But I'm gonna talk about something about a person who was 15 years old that got pregnant by a 22-year-old and decided that he didn't want to be a father. And I was a single mother. My daughter just graduated from NCCU. Okay, so let's not make it seem like it's always gonna be a problem. What I have to say is this: I'm not gonna make the government make you be a daddy because I believe what you said, because he could be damaging to my child. He can turn around and do something that you will not benefit her or him in the future. So therefore, unless you're ready to be a father and a mother, wrap that shit up. That's it. That's it.
Okay, all right. This topic brings me to something else. And I know a lot of you want to speak on this, but we don't have a lot of time. So I'm going to ask you guys to do me a favor. Make sure you follow me on Instagram. We get to talk about these things in a lot, in depthly. We go into details, deep, meaningful conversation.